the judge rules Trump cannot be removed from the presidential election.
Oh.
Because of the Constitution?
I think this is true, guys.
Y'all remember we was in the house arguing one day and we were like, do you have to have a degree to be the president?
I don't remember that, but do you?
Yes, I remember that argument, and I also remember the answer. So what do y'all think?
I would say it's probably no.
Say
You don't need no degree to be the president.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Look, the people just gotta pick you.
If the people choose, that's who he is.
It's who's the best influencer.
Felon, degree.
Nah, bro, you can't be the president with a felon, bro.
Then why?
Nah, bro, but like we don't know if he's gonna get the felony yet, though.
You can't even get a job or vote as a felon.
But I think if he's
country.
actually like convicted, I don't think he can be the president. He cannot.
But what if we talking about some? Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying he can't be removed because they're basically saying like, okay, he's on trial right now.
Yeah. So the trial
should be
removed
removed
after the election.
Maybe or maybe not. I don't know when the date is for the finalized conviction, but
because I don't know, man. I was thinking.
I just think that the judge might think,
based on what Vivek was saying, if the Constitution says whoever they vote in there is the president, then that's what it is.
I ain't gonna lie. If he becomes the president as a felon,
nah, bro, it's not.
Trump let me know I can do anything in
jail,
this nation.
Bro.
If he becomes
he's
the
gonna
president,
be in jail, bro. That's gonna be like over 100 years in jail, probably.
If he becomes the
But
president,
they gonna pardon him.
If he becomes the president,
That's true.
Don't that mean his vice president gonna be the next president if he is in jail?
But hey,
yeah,
that would be and y'all know who. Hey,
y'all know who said who's gonna pardon him? Vivek. So I mean, hey, if he
did he
gets,
say that? Did he come out and say that?
Hell yeah, he been saying
the
that.
Republican debate the other day.
He been saying that from the first day we seen him. Hell
They
yeah.
said if Donald Trump was indicted or went to jail, they said raise your hand if you would pardon him.
Oh no, I thought y'all said he would have been the VP though.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought that's what y'all was talking about. I was like,
They trying to say he
people say that. A lot of people saying that. They said other jobs for him too. Like
I don't see in where it says you cannot be the president with a felony.
bro, but like, how can you be like do diplomatic like stuff if you can't leave the country as a felon?
I don't know, man. You the president. Like,
He could dead
I
that.
don't know.
I'm right that
If
bit
you the
off.
president, you probably be like, yep, I'm out of here. I don't know how
I
that
ain't felony no more.
Look, Billy Bob across the corner. I'm finna break him off too. You ain't no feeling no more.
Damn, bro. That is actually crazy.
No, but it's probably definitely a law that says you can't be the president.
I don't think
No,
so,
I don't
bro.
think so.
What'd
Because
you Google?
this never happened before.
What'd you Google? Can you be the
This
president?
is-
So you think a felon never thought he could be the president?
Bro.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stupid felons who thought that.
Man, hey, bro.
Trump be convicted.
He
But
laying
to
this
get to the point where it might actually happen though.
Like, think about Bishop
This
Sycamore.
says it is an unresolved legal question.
That's what I'm saying, because it never happened
Hey, I'm
before.
telling you.
Trump is
I'm
making
telling you.
history. They
I'm
might have
telling
to
you.
make a law because of
Because
this
they
man.
said the Constitution
Yes, I am a
says,
felon.
the Constitution says it is who? The people.
But bro, he's not.
Voted.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Sign
Bro,
it
why?
out.
How come when you Google "can a felon be the president," everything's about Trump? I just want to like know.
That's what everybody been trying to figure out.
Because this is historical.
Literally everything
Yeah.
I'm seeing is about Trump. Like I literally just want to know
I think you could, bro.
as a hypothetical.
But at the same time, in
Is
trial,
there a law?
in trial though,
I
all they're
Googled,
gonna.
can a
This how I know
felon be
he's not
president?
gonna.
Look, Trump.
He's not gonna
Trump,
be convicted.
Trump. It has no. I didn't put nothing about Trump. Donald Trump.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Donald Trump, like,
if he
damn.
if he get convicted, Hillary needs to
Trump.
go get put in them cell too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, she need to be on the right.
So that's why I don't think he's gonna be convicted,
Cause-
because I mean it's been too many presidents that he said did the similar type of actions. So he's just gonna bring that up in court, you know.
So why they trying to hold my
Bro,
dog?
they basically just don't want people to vote for him, bro. That's all it is. I think
it's
that
a political thing.
yeah, it's a political stunt basically. I don't think that he's really gonna go to jail at all though.
But if he do,
No, I definitely don't think
It's
he
gonna be
finna
crazy.
be the most goated president of the
that'd be
United
crazy.
States of America. He gonna let you know you could do anything if you are American.
Yeah, that
Anything.
is. Hey, that's gonna
That
be-
means there's no sense.
That's gonna be motivation to the hood. They be like, brother, you could be the president still.
Hey,
you
my
got a
brother, they
felony,
gonna be in there.
but you could be the
When I
president.
get out, I'm gonna be the president. You watch.
read books. You gonna be reading books. All
Become a
right,
Muslim.
all right, let's
Turn
get to
up.
this video, guys. Let's see who said this. Because I heard the judge was being like a dickhead. You know, remember we watched that video and the black guy was like that liberal. Remember that black guy that had the niggas for Trump? He was talking about like the person that's a victim, the judge, the black lady.
The one they said she been having sex with other people.
don't
They
know.
was exposing that lady.
I don't know about
You talking about Felshi?
I have no
What's her
idea.
name?
I don't even know. Who
The
you're talking
attorney. The Fauci. It's like
forgot her
that.
name.
She's not black, is she?
Yes.
Judge.
It's to start with an F. It's like Fessi or something like that.
Fannie Willis.
Yeah, Faney. That's what it was. That's what the guy said. Y'all remember when the guy that had niggas for Trump said that? He was like, man, that she wanted to be a puppet for the liberals.
I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tiered justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. And I'm wearing my shirt, Niggas for Trump 2024, and I mean that.
What do you think about the indictment?
Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's going around the country. You know, Fannie Willis, she went to school with my sister. She full of shit. She was full of shit then. So she's a puppet for the white liberal that is controlling everything. She's in front, but the white liberal back there pulling those strings, telling her what to do.
Man, she going crazy with them Ricos in Fulton County.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody got to check her. She Rico gang. You sneeze on her, you getting a Rico.
Cartier family. Y'all, if we got a Rico, would y'all help us out? Comment yes or no.
All right, folks, so here's the headline from the Gateway Pundit. Federal judge dismisses case trying to keep Trump off the 2024 ballot. A federal judge on Friday dismissed a lawsuit filed by a Florida lawyer who claimed Trump should be banned from the 2024 ballot for inciting an insurrection. The legal theory is based on Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, which states public officials who have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the U.S. must be disqualified from holding public office. Trump has not been charged with engaging in insurrection or rebellion against the United States. Judge Robin Rosenberg, a U.S. district judge for the Southern District of Florida, ruled the attorney Lawrence Kaplan lacks standing to bring the suit. Plaintiff's lack of standing to challenge defendants' qualifications for seeking the presidency, Rosenberg, an Obama appointee, wrote, adding that the injuries alleged from the insurrection on Capitol Hill more than 2 years ago are not cognizable and not particular to them. And of course, I'm sure we need a dictionary here whenever reading legalese. Cognizable is classified as perceptible, clearly identifiable, or within the jurisdiction of a court is the legal definition. Essentially, these little clown lawyers apparently have no standing to challenge Donald Trump's qualifications, or I guess eligibility, to seek the presidency. The judge also stated an individual citizen does not have standing to challenge whether another individual is qualified to hold public office. So these little ridiculous, frivolous Democrat lawsuits challenging Donald Trump seem officially dead in the water. And so I guess the only option left for Democrats and neocon losers is a political pressure campaign targeting Secretary of States on a state level. And trust me when I tell you that that's pretty much the next step here that's going to happen. But even then, well, because it already is,
have reignited a debate over whether Donald Trump lawfully can be on the ballot in 2024 in their state. This dispute took off after an attorney who Trump endorsed for Senate, I should note, in 2020, urged the Secretary of State to review whether Trump is ineligible to run for office under the 14th Amendment.
Really don't.
This, of course, bars any American official who has taken an oath to uphold the Constitution from holding future office if they later engaged in, quote, an insurrection or rebellion. The man behind this push in New Hampshire, Corky Messner, joins me now. Corky, of course, as I noted, it bears repeating, you were endorsed by Trump when you ran for the U.S. Senate, I should note. And you recently met with New Hampshire Secretary of State to urge him to seek legal guidance on this issue before the Republican primary. Why?
Well, it's an important issue, Caitlin. And I think that because we're in the first in the nation primary here, it's important that this issue get decided as soon as possible, because if it gets decided after the first in the nation primary here in New Hampshire, then the New Hampshire voters will be disenfranchised. So he's seeking guidance from the Attorney General. I think that's a good move on his part, and everyone's awaiting his decision. And then based on that decision, we'll decide how best to proceed. It's, the Bott article that talks about this, it's very, very compelling that Donald Trump is in fact disqualified. And I know the Secretary of State has that article. I suspect he's read it. I suspect the Attorney General has read it. And I think it's an issue that needs to get to the United States Supreme Court just as expeditiously as possible. so we can
Yeah.
get guidance from.
Why is everybody hating on Trump so bad, man?
They don't realize this making them more like bigger. They're making them bigger.
Dude's
In my
name
opinion,
is everywhere. Trump, 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 Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. Goodness gracious.
they want him to win.
Get off the man tip, please.
They ain't never gonna do that.
They want him to win, bro.
Bro, they probably thought that he wasn't gonna be allowed to run though.
Bro, at first
they miscalculated.
Bro, like
They're
this
doing
is
everything in their power to dissuade people from voting for Trump and like to slow him down. And I don't know, man. Like you see how high of a lead he has on every other candidate in that field.
Yeah.
Do she look like a
I can see off the
who's
chin. Yeah, I can see why you thought
long
that.
chin ass?
Who are you talking about?
He thought that was a man.
Oh,
That's
hey, his name's not Corky. It's Brian.
It's Brian.
They just
Corky.
call him.
Yeah, you see it right there.
No, he talking about the woman.
No, I know. I was just saying we thought his name was Corky.
Yeah, we did. They should have said Bryant.
Former Trump-backed New Hampshire candidate tries to remove Trump from the 2024 ballot. Bryant Corky Messner was the Republican nominee for New Hampshire's U.S. Senate race in 2020. At the time, he touted his support for then-incumbent President Donald Trump. Well, he's now arguing that Trump should be removed from the ballot.
So they're basically saying that some states can be like, okay, Trump's just not on the ballot.
Yeah.
How's that a state?
That is crazy. I don't think you can do that, bro.
How's that a state thing?
Yeah, I don't think that's.
They're
you can't
cheating
do
now.
I think
that.
that's why it's going to the Supreme
I don't think
Court.
that's what that means. It means like
Let's-
Corky was someone that Trump backed for a Senate race from New Hampshire, and like they were like cool, but he's now supporting Trump to be removed from the ballot.
What the?
That is what they're saying. It has nothing to
But
do with
it
the
started
state.
in Florida though, because Florida said in our state, he won't be able to vote.
What?
That's what they're
DeSantis
trying
is-
to do. That's what they said earlier in the video.
Oh,
That's
for
why-
real?
Yeah, they were trying to. Florida was
Hey.
trying to say in Florida.
If they do
Oh,
this,
that's crazy.
The dude from Florida.
the mega,
Oh, that's crazy.
the mega
That's what they
fans
said.
gonna end up tweaking.
I didn't catch that, I
They going
guess.
for that boy.
They're not going for none of that.
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of MAGA supporters down in Florida. I'm sure there's like a high concentration.
DeSantis trying to hit up my boy
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why this needs to happen in the Supreme Court, bro. Because I don't see anything about them saying that it can happen like in a certain state.
But go back a little bit.
Yeah,
They
we
said
can
it.
catch that
Y'all
again.
didn't hear it,
Bro, they trying to
let's see.
blackball
Go
my
back. It was at
dog.
the beginning. We can just go and then come back.
This is real life scandal.
Let's see.
Former Trump-backed New Hampshire candidate tries to remove Trump from the 2024 ballot. Bryant Corky Messner was the Republican nominee for New Hampshire's U.S. Senate race in 2020. At the time, he touted his support for then-incumbent President Donald Trump. Well, he's now arguing that Trump should be removed from the ballot. A little effort was started in the state, but it seems like it's not going anywhere. New Hampshire Secretary of State backs down, not seeking to remove Trump from the ballot. New Hampshire Secretary of State David Scanlon told NBC News on Monday that he is not seeking to remove any names from the Republican primary ballot
you do
after
that?
Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk urged his supporters to call Scanlon's office following reports that Scanlon was weighing using the 14th Amendment to keep former President Trump off the
Damn,
ballot.
Charlie
Now,
Kirk got
obviously,
that
you'd
much
have to be a
influence?
complete lunatic
Nah,
Secretary
United
of
States, it
State
gotta
to
be
even attempt
of
this.
New
And in
Hampshire.
a relatively
Wow.
moderate state like New Hampshire, it's simply not happening. Well, there are some places where they might actually try to pursue this. You know, Michigan comes to mind immediately. Just searched it up, and of course, the hunch was correct. State election officials prepare for efforts to disqualify Trump under the 14th
Even it's coming
Amendment.
to
New
the
Hampshire,
states.
Michigan,
So-
and
so the
Arizona
state
are now
level is trying to
bracing
go
for
to the
lawsuits.
higher
So I
level
guess in
and
a
take
way,
them
there
off,
is a
like,
backup
it's-
plan to
No,
the
no,
Democrat
hold on,
backup
hold on,
plan.
hold on,
But I mean,
hold on,
come
hold
on.
on.
Yeah, you know, there's a state level and then you got a federal level. The federal level is different from the state level because in my state, I can say that bit over with. But federally, it could
But I
be
can
So
see
they
why
can just not have his name on the ballot in their state.
I think
Yeah,
that's
like
what they're
that
trying
could
to
be
do.
possible.
Based
That's
on the
blackballing.
evidence-
Wow.
Based on the evidence presented in this video,
Off the 14th
that is
Amendment.
what they're saying.
They trying to
Wow.
blackball Trump.
I could see why some
That's pretty
states would be
crazy.
like, I don't want
He
Trump to
ain't.
win.
He might as well not even step
And they
foot
just
in
don't put him on
California
there.
That's
or
pretty
Colorado
crazy.
or Washington or Oregon.
But Florida is crazy. But you know DeSantis,
Now,
he
that's
trying.
crazy. DeSantis.
He
And that's
trying.
the problem.
Hey, he a hoe
You know
ass
what's crazy though?
That's why
Even-
I'm Trump high.
It's not even
DeSantis.
Democrat Republican thing because the New Hampshire dude is Republican and he's even
Everybody trying to
They trying to
get
hold
their
my dog.
feet wet.
they
man.
scared. They
That's
scared.
crazy, bro. This
Why they
sucks.
scared of Trump
They
like
scared
that?
Paul.
Okay, but this video does say, well, it says the judge rules Trump can be removed. So it doesn't mean that everybody can do it. I don't know.
They're saying
It
state by
sucks.
state.
But you
That's why
gotta
we keep talking
remember,
about the states. That's
you
why
got
I
the
said in
state
Michigan.
level and you got the federal level.
He said
Federal,
state by state. That's what he keeps saying.
yeah. In the state, you can have something like something could be legal in your state, but be illegal federally.
You know, Michigan comes to mind immediately. Just searched it up, and of course the hunch was correct. State election officials prepare for efforts to disqualify Trump under the 14th Amendment. New Hampshire, Michigan, and Arizona are now bracing for lawsuits. So I guess in a way there is a backup plan to the Democrat backup plan, but I mean, come on. As if this effort isn't going to backfire in spectacular fashion. We got rogue district attorneys indicting former President Trump during an election season. Now we're going to see rogue Secretary of States trying to force him off the ballot, which is obviously a legal issue that's going to end up at the Supreme Court in expedited fashion. But with the clear conservative majority on the Supreme Court, it's simply not going to stand. It's not going to happen. And obviously Democrats are taking a big gamble here, trying to push him off the ballot, trying to indict him. If they don't win these cases, I mean, theoretically, it should be pretty much as good as game over. If they indict President Trump and they don't have slam dunk cases, if they don't have the ability to present irrefutable evidence of serious felonies, which obviously is going to be hard, the January 6th case is incredibly weak. The documents case isn't exactly black and white, it's quite gray. You know, making that kind of a decision kind of depends on your interpretation of the Presidential Records Act. The Georgia case is using the RICO Act, assuming this massive conspiracy. The case has so many holes in it, so many assumptions. It's also legally speculative, making these grand assumptions of what the intent was and what was meant. And then on top of that, the New York case, a zombie case trying to bring from the dead an FEC investigation that pretty much already concluded and cleared Donald Trump of any wrongdoing. You know, it's going to be hard for any of this to stick. Well, if it doesn't stick, could you imagine how bad they're going to look? What that's going to mean to the average person casting their ballot? Apparently, all of them were trash cases that either went on forever and produced nothing, or fell flat and led to a total acquittal. Not exactly a good look, kind of adds to the whole witch hunt argument. Then on top of that, if Secretary of State's now attempt to pull him off the ballot, and that effort gets shot down by the Supreme Court, showing Democrats once again acting totally unconstitutionally. Again, you know, just adding to the list. Not a good look. The main ingredient to mass red pilling. People waking up and seeing exactly what's going on. Like I always say, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's pretty much the way it works. It's a big gamble. It's a risky play from the other side. We'll have to see exactly where it goes, but my assumption, or at least in a just world, these attempts to subvert democracy should not only fail, but they should backfire spectacularly. And hopefully, that's the outcome that we're going to see here. But of course, like anything in these crazy times, it's kind of hard to predict anything. We'll just have to see how the cookie crumbles. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know, we'd love to have you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Definitely. People-wise.
Sure. This is insane. Like,
nah, this is history.
This is kind of scary now when you really look at it, right? Because that means really is people really trying to control shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, facts. They want to control our lives, bro. They want to program us.
Our president tries to make us free, independent thinking Americans, and they trying to control us. That's just insane, man.
You know, it's their ops though, bro. You know, you're trying to win.
I don't know, man. It's,
they trying to do everything they can to win.
It's not even looking like winning no more.
Scandal? But yeah, you're right. Trump also had said it though. He said maybe these people just want to ruin the United States. It might be the possible outcome.
Because bro,
if they keep winning, Democrats, it's looking bad in their states.
It's not even looking like they. This is looking like I can see why they attacked that building on January the 6th now. Because this is bad now. I can't blame.
I see the outrage.
I see the outrage right now.
Too.
I see the outrage right now. They playing on this man. I forgot how many charges this man been hit with.
What's it?
Every time I'm looking up, I remember a woman tried to hit him. He almost got Bill Cosby. I mean, he looked up. They tried to say about them papers. Looked up again. They tried to say about Rico. Looked up again.
They're trying their hardest, man. They're trying to suppress Trump.
He has like 34.
That's a shit ton.
40. All I see 34, 40.
That's a lot.
They trying to blackball a 45th president.
They're going to put your ass under the jail.
That's why, what I'm saying.
You're going to get buried in the jail.
But that's what makes it more of a witch, looks like a witch hunt. Because, I mean, who gets really 40 fellas?
40?
That's pretty insane.
40? That means that they were literally like
they're trying to hit him with all 40 and hope one thing sticks. But so far, it's not working.
They said, I ain't gonna lie. We charge him with everything in the book.
Whoever is Trump friends,
he gives us something.
Whoever is Trump's friends or whoever is sticking behind him, Trump got some money because he is fighting every little case.
Well, he is a billionaire.
What is that trying to say? Judge rules Trump can't be removed.
Yeah, we just did that.
I know. That's the one we did. I'm just saying, like, why did he title it that though?
Because they did rule that. They said a judge.
Was that only one state?
No, at the federal level, they said Trump cannot be removed from the ballot
because of the Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, they said it at the beginning.
He said
at the
because
beginning.
they said they're
Okay,
trying to
yeah,
remove
yeah.
Trump from the ballot under the grounds that he's an insurrectionist. He like led an insurrection, or he's like a traitor of the country. And the judge said he's not guilty of either of those things in a legal court of law. Like he's not been charged with it, so he's not
But
guilty
why did
of
he
it.
say that this has to go to the Supreme Court level though?
Because they're trying to remove him from the ballot on the state level, and they have to take that to the Supreme Court level, and they have to approve it. I think
It's levels to this shit. You got the state level and you got the federal level.
Yeah, but I think
They
it's
can't
something
just-
if they approve something like if they say on federal level, okay,
stop
this is what we
stepping
do
on
in
my
Florida,
word, man.
then that's what it is.
Yeah, well, no, because like a federal level, it could be illegal, and your state level, it could be legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think no. I think
You
if
could do
it's
that.
if it's federally illegal, then like.
But hold on, that's what I'm confused about. What judge?
The
I don't know
Supreme.
where
I think
the
it was the Supreme
But
judge.
wasn't he saying that it's
a
going
court.
to go to Supreme Court? Didn't he
So
say
that's what
that?
I'm saying.
Don't
What
they have
judge
the-
said that they can't be removed, and then they're saying that he needs to go to the Supreme Court later?
Bro, the
Yeah,
judge.
but I don't think
this
he's
is-
with the Supreme
this is
Court
a-
yet.
this
They said to remove Trump from running, to
Yes.
expel him from running, he
Yes.
has to be guilty of leading an insurrection or being a traitor of the country.
Yes.
A judge, the federal judge, ruled he is not guilty of any of that.
Okay.
So he cannot be removed from the
I
election.
think
So
that's
was
the
that a
state
Supreme Court
who ruled
judge?
that.
That's a good
Nah,
question.
I think it was a state
They
That's
judge.
what I'm trying to
They
figure
said
out.
federal
I think
judge,
it was a
though.
New Hampshire judge.
No, they said federal judge at the beginning of the video.
There's so many
Keep Trump
levels
off
to
the
this shit.
2024
Listen. This
Oh,
is
it
the part.
says it right there.
Is it right here?
Yeah, federal.
Look,
I told you,
okay.
federal.
Oh, that's great then.
You got the
So the
federal.
federal
They said that-
controls.
The federal said this is the nation. This is what we doing in this country. Y'all can't none of y'all
Yes,
say
and a
nothing.
federal judge said he's not guilty of
But-
any
So
of
the
the
Supreme
things.
Court can overrule what the federal says.
Well, the
But
Supreme
the state
Court
can,
rules what they
too.
do at the state level, isn't it?
No, I don't think. No, I think the federal
the
overrules
Supreme
the
was
state.
everybody.
I think.
The Supreme Court, like to get him removed from the ballot, they have to take that to the Supreme Court. Do they not?
I think so.
No, but it's looking like the federal could
No,
do it.
federal
but the
is
federal
worse,
is to
'cause
get
if you
him
break a
removed from-
federal law, that's when they said the feds coming after
The
me.
federal
The
was
big
trying to get
boys.
him removed from the entire ballot.
Well, I think
They said no.
I think the federal judge is in the Supreme Court.
I think so.
If I'm wrong.
I would think.
But I mean,
don't
at the
know.
end it said this needs to. He got said this needs
Needs
to
to go to
hurry
the
up
Supreme
and-
Court, so it can't be. That's why I don't know, bro. It's so much to this, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
The
but
federal
that's what I'm
dude
saying.
said, maybe
But
the
the
federal
Supreme-
is like here and then the
Yeah,
Supreme
it might
Court.
go
like-
straight federal Supreme.
Okay. From district courts up to the U.S. Supreme Court, says a federal judge. Oh wait. Where does it say what
should call your
court
mom.
they're on?
Because I remember when weed was legal in California, it was still illegal federally.
A federal judge serves in a federal
That's
court.
a state law. I think
So there's a
they choose
Supreme
what
Court
laws are
judge.
made by the states.
Yeah, there's a Supreme Court judge and there's a federal judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
So Supreme is obviously the highest.
The Supreme is the highest. So they're this.
So I guess they
So
gotta keep
maybe
moving up.
this is just on a federal level.
You gotta keep moving up
They're just
now.
like on this is on a federal level, and the federal judge says we're not. I mean,
But federal
you can't
is
take
the
them out.
nation, bro.
Yeah.
Federal, yeah, I know it is, but it's a federal like. I think the
understand.
Supreme is like.
How can
the
they
Supreme
say-
has to vote if we go to war, right?
No, that's the only person that voted to go to war is the Congress.
And the
But they're in the.
No.
They're not
Congress
to-
declare
Oh,
war.
yeah,
No one else
well-
declare war but Congress.
Yeah.
The president.
So what does the Supreme Court deal with then?
I think they
That's the
support
cases.
the laws.
That's the highest level of court.
I think they-
when the case keeps going and they can't figure it out,
We were
it
at
goes
Supreme
all the
Court.
way.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
highest level of court.
Okay, the Supreme Court is the highest court in the American judicial system. It has the
Yeah.
power to decide appeals on all court cases brought in
Any
federal
case, yeah.
court or those brought in the state court dealing with federal
Okay.
law.
So,
So it's
yeah, that
higher
makes
than the
sense.
So the
federal and the
federal
state
has
level.
spoken.
So I think they got federal laws are like, okay, these are the things that we're gonna handle federally. These are the things you can and can't do nationwide. Then
Okay.
we got these other little things like murder is a federal law, can't do that.
Okay.
But like marijuana is a state thing. Y'all can handle that state by state.
Okay, I'm gonna break this down. There's federal courts, which is the district courts, U.S. district courts, the courts of appeals, and they feed into the Supreme Court, and then there's state courts that are, what does that say? State trial courts, state appellate courts, and state Supreme Courts, but they also are beneath the Supreme
Yeah,
Court.
the Supreme Court is the highest for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I knew that.
But I'm just trying to figure out.
But I didn't really know what federal
who the
was.
hell and who.
No, everybody. I knew what federal mean. The
going
United
feds.
States.
Yeah, the feds.
The feds. That's all I knew. I knew
So-
state is the local,
state, yeah.
local
You in
county.
Texas court, yeah.
you
Here in the state of Texas.
you versus the state of
yeah.
Okay, so
If you go to court for a federal, it's gonna be you against the United
Okay.
States.
The attorney general.
So basically,
Ooh,
this
don't wanna do
video, a federal judge in a state said that we're not going to take him off the ballot.
They was in a
Just
federal
a federal
court.
judge, not a federal judge in a state. 'Cause I
No,
think
the federal judge.
It was the
federal
state
judge.
and the federal judge. The judge,
Holy
I think
fucking
the
fuck.
state was fighting for something, and the judge said, "No, that's over with. You can't do
Man,
that."
y'all help us out in the comments, man. Explain
That's why I think that was going on because it says
Yeah, I feel like I know what's going on.
I feel like the state was trying to. It's probably
The
fighting
state was
against.
trying to do
fight-
it,
Yes.
but then the federal court was like, "Nah, that's dead."
Yes.
But they're still, the states are probably still arguing it. That's why he said they need to go to Supreme Court, so there will be no more arguing. Because Supreme Court, what they rule is done.
Sounds about right. Sounds
Yeah, I
about
mean,
right.
it says
I think that was a good analysis of that. Actually, I think that's pretty like close.
So I guess the Supreme Court's just gonna make the decision.
That's the highest
What's
level.
gonna happen in
There ain't
every
no more arguing after that.
every state.
If it gets to Supreme Court, that's whatever is ruled there. That's what it is.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah, guys, y'all do the research. Don't take our word for anything, guys. We just sitting on this phone researching. But let us know what y'all think, guys. We're out here. Hit us on Instagram.